Hello, this is Dan. We are going to be going over blogging with video. This is quite different than video blogging. We don't currently do a training on video blogging. We haven't had much request for it, but if anybody wants to learn video blogging, I'm happy to teach that. The thing with video blogging, or we're blogging with video, kind of two different things you're trying to accomplish. Video blogging is something that it can work great, but you have to be on top of it. I would say you're going to probably want to do at least 4 video blogs a day, and you're trying to get followers for information, and it works good for sphere and referrals and building trust and everything. We're blogging with video. Excuse me. Blogging with video is about getting people to your blog, a specific blog to find information. So let's dive into this cool stuff. All right, got my Sun Valley thing over here. Guys, any kind of messages there, but not pushing anything. Just as a message on my wallpaper. All right, so let's dive into this. We're gonna do we're gonna kind of do this how do I want to put it? A quick version, doing the kind of the whole process. So another thing that we want to open, if we're going to do a full video, a blog with a video. I almost said the wrong thing. If you're using a Windows-based computer, you have a program called. Sorry, I haven't been using it. I've been using something else. Where is? Sorry about this. Movie Maker. Sorry, I thought it was called Windows Movie Maker. You have Movie Maker. Movie Maker makes it extremely easy. I have it on the right screen to put together a quick video, even if you're doing slideshow. And Deanne came up with the idea. Deanne Olivas came up with the idea the other day to record a short intro video to these. It's not specific to the house, but an introduction of yourself, and thank you for checking out this property, kind of a deal, and putting it in the video. And I think it's a phenomenal idea. We can splice those together very, very easily. It makes it a little more personal. Most of the ones you go to online, it's just going to be a slideshow, and you really have no idea who that person is. If you do, it's because they threw their headshot at the beginning or at the end. But having a maybe a 8 to 10 second introduction of who you are and thanking them for taking the time to check out your property, or even 5 seconds of introducing who you are, and then at the end, a 5 second thank you for checking out this property. If you have any questions, give contact information. I think it's a great idea to set yourself kind of apart from others. A little extra touch. It's going to show, and you got to realize when you do little extra touches like this, when people start seeing you as more of a professional for the extra things that you do when you're trying to market to them, people who are getting ready to sell are going to see you as more of a professional when you go to list their property, or when you help them buy a property or anything else. Not even just the getting attention to it, maybe because it's something different, but it does, when you set yourself apart in a positive way like that, it doesn't hurt your business. We're not going to do a full-length video just for the sake of how long it takes to create the video, but what I've done here, show you kind of how this part is. I'm going to go to Documents and go to where I store my pictures. Doing on this listing photos. Since I'm not going to do a full-length video, I'm going to randomly click. I have no idea what pictures I'm clicking, but I'm going to click about however many pictures here. I'm going to drag them. Hold down Control, and I can drag them into here. So now already I have, in a weird order, I have all my pictures. With them all unselected, I can click, and I could already hit play. And if you see my little preview over here, this is 56 seconds to go through. What is this, like 8 slides? Way too long. I'm going to pause this. I'm going to Control A to select them all. I'm going to go to my edit. And the duration, I really am only going to keep people looking at one picture for about 3 seconds. And that's kind of on the high end. You know, so from here, I already have a little slideshow about this house. I could save this slideshow about the house and, you know, be done. I could publish this to YouTube. One other little thing I'm going to do quick and easy, just because I don't want just a slideshow about a house, is I'm going to simply open, accessories, paint. And I'm going to take my little paint bucket, I'm going to fill this to black, and I'm going to change the color now to red. Keller Williams, we like red. And I'm going to click my text. And there's way fancier ways of doing this, but I'm just trying, I want to get oops. Select all that. And I'm going to make this much smaller. Maybe 22. A little bigger. Well, let's go 26. And all right. Now you can play around with this if you want. You can change the text. So a lot of times what I will do is get this one centered where I want it, click off of it, hit another text box, and I can position this one as I want it. All right, I'm just going to save this on my desktop. All right, I'm going to go back to my movie maker. I'm going to go to home. I'm going to add a photo for my desktop. And it was called Kelly Flores. And I want to drag this one to the beginning. So now I have a little introduction at the end. Or an introduction at the end. Those are always good. An introduction at the beginning. So now what I probably want to do is go back to paint. Make this black. My paint bucket. Let's just do this. Let's just do file new. Let's save. Paint bucket. And I'm going to go. Oops. Black text doesn't work. Authored by Dan Price. And I'm going to put this again. I'm going to put my email address. My typing is amazing today. And at the bottom, I'm going to do, you have any kind of legal stuff? If you're with Keller Williams, you do. Keller Williams Realty East Valley. Right there. A little text box. I'm going to go even smaller. Each Keller Williams office is individually owned and operated. And I'm going to put that right there. Save as. You know, my desktop doesn't matter, just so long as I know how to get to it quick. Finish. I'm going to go back to my video. I'm going to add another picture. This is called Kaya End. Open. And I want that at the end. So that easily I have a 38-second, 10 slide video about my property. Now, if you want, you can go in here and you can select them all. You can go to visual effects. You can change what they look like. You can go to view, or sorry, no, in visual animations. You can do different transitions. If you hover over it, it's going to show you what it's going to look like. Be careful with these. I wouldn't use too many different ones. You want it to kind of transition. Keep it simple. Keep it clean. You don't want it to look like a a kid's video game slideshow or something like that. So keep it professional looking. I might select this one, and when I hit play, now you're going to see my first slideshow is going to be normal. My first slide's going to be normal. This is going to now fade into the next one. Looks a little bit more professional. Then just chop, 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 going to the next one. Another thing that you can do for free on here is you can hit add music, and you can go to the free music archive. When you go to the free music archive, there's freemusicarchive.org. If you go to YouTube, there's free YouTube music. You can download these and add these to them. You can always play. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear with my microphone. Just something calm, unless you're trying to set a different vibe. Training purposes, I'm not going to go through too many different ones. Oops. I am going to download it twice, it looks like. And I'm going to go back into, I can actually drag this into here, drop my music. Now I have music all the way through it too. You can drag and drop in here, photos, anything like that, or I could just click on wherever I downloaded it, add music that I downloaded. From there, I'm just going to save this video. I'm going to publish. I can publish it straight to there, to YouTube. I don't. Usually I just like to save my movie. And you have in here, recommended for this project, for the computer, common settings. This is going to be really for a computer. I'm not going to burn this to a DVD. I don't need really high resolution. Nobody's going to be watching this on a 70-inch LCD very often. So I'm just going to hit for computer. And Kaya movie. And I'm going to let that go to my desktop. So this is going to go fairly quickly because I only did about 10 slides. If I would have done a full video on this, tried to make it about 2 minutes, which people aren't going to watch the full thing probably at 2 minutes. I'm going to, this will obviously take longer as it gets all these into a movie format. But while we're waiting for that, what we want to do also when we're going to do our video blog is we need to be in conversion. We're going to blog from. I may have a couple errors because it's my conversion account, but I'm not in my Gmail account. I'm in John's Gmail account for the video. So hopefully we don't get any errors. You won't doing it the way I'm showing you. We'll eventually be in YouTube, and I need to be on my subdomain. All right. So while I'm waiting for this, I'm going to go to, I think it's already done, but I'm going to do search address. And here's the house. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to conversion, and I'm going to go to quick actions, and I'm going to do add or edit blog. And I'm going to do, when you're doing your blog titles, with any blog title, if it's video, if it's a blog with video in it, or is what I'm saying there, any kind of a blog you're doing, people like to do the beautiful, contemporary house with new tile and stuff like that. You know, they like to put things that are going to want to make people click on their blog. The only problem with doing that, right, is somebody sees the blog, they might want to click on it, but people aren't going to search that. Very rarely is someone going to be like, you know, I really want to move. What I'm looking for is beautiful contemporary home with new tile. They're going to start with where they want to be or something specific about the house that's going to draw them to it, and then they're going to look for something that's beautiful, contemporary, and has new tile. So try to make your blog title something that you think, if you were looking for that house, so if I was looking for this house in Queen Creek, what would I type into Google? I probably type in single story Queen Creek home with 3 bedrooms. I might type that in. I'm going to paste in the text about this house. And let's see if my video is done. My video is done, so I'm going to open the folder. It's got my movie there. It's on my desktop. That's fine. So let's go over to, what did I do? There it is. Let's go back out to YouTube. I'm going to sign in. I'm going to be loading this to John's, it looks like. Yep. All right, so up here in the top right corner, you have upload. So I want to upload this video. You can drag and drop in here. I don't have that folder open anymore. Go to my desktop. I'm going to look for my movie. All right, while it's finishing its upload up here, I'm going to type in, again, this is going to be something that I want. Queen Creek home, single story Queen Creek home, 3 bedroom plus step. Now description, you can put more search terms. So 3 bedrooms. I want to put a different search term in here. Something else. 3 bedroom plus 10 in Queen Creek, Arizona, under $250,000. Again, might be something that somebody will type into Google. You can tag down here. This will make it show up as realtor, real estate. So when you hit comma, it's going to give you a new tag. Queen Creek, Arizona. Single story, you know, whatever you want to tag it to try to get, you know, stuff in here. Now over here, whether you want it to be unlisted, private, or public, when you're using something for marketing, of course you're going to want it public. You're going to publish this. Now it may or may not be live, but it already gave me the link. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to go back into my blog, and I'm going to click the little insert video. Embed code. This would be if you have a video on your directly on like your website. Maybe you have a I just spaced the term. Anyway, you have your own website and you have videos on it that are not just linked back to YouTube. I like YouTube links because they give you get link backs, gives you more search, more Google juice, especially linking back to YouTube. But if you do have one embedded on your site, you need to know how to get your own embedded code. If you don't, you're going to put your YouTube link. Hit OK. There's my video. So now what I also want to do, because my title was just about single story. Ooh, nice typo. Why is that doing that? All right. It does not want me to fix this. All right. I have never had this much issues. As soon as I click over here to fix it, it shoots me back. All right, single story, home for sale. All right. Since this was about multiple houses in Queen Creek, I'm going to put two different things. I want for full details on this home. Click here, or actually, what we will do instead of that is we're going to go back. We're going to copy this. We are going to go up here, make sure we're clicked down here, insert a home. It is not wanting to insert. We're going to save this blog real quick and come back into it. Conversion's being a little glitchy on me. Let's try this again. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry, because I'm doing this wrong. We're entering a single property. You want the MLS number. All right. And now, you see other single story queen, or check out these other single story homes for sale in Queen Creek. So you notice too, I'm using different words to say, different order of words to say the same thing. So check out these other single story homes for sale in Queen Creek. Where up here I had single story Queen Creek homes for sale. Two different search terms to try to get people back there. So now in here I'm going to go into my quick search, and with quick search I'm not going to be able to show them just single stories, because once I hit search property, anything I do over here in refine search is going to kill my quick search. And with these, when you're posting homes into a blog, we're having a lot of issues with map view pulling the blue, which has nothing to do with it. So either do a grid or a list. Changing the view does not change it being a quick search. So we're going to copy this link. We're going to come back over here. We're going to insert our quick link. And now we have an MLS and we have a quick search. So from there, I am going to publish blog. I don't put a blog post time. Reason I don't is if somebody finds my blog in 2 years, that's a great problem. But if they find it in 2 years and they're like, oh, this blog is 2 years old, these homes are probably not active anymore. These are always updating, so these are always going to be active, but we don't want them to think they're not. So from there, now they would go out and see my blog. They would have the video at top they can watch. They'll have a picture here of the house. They can click to go see this house. And I'm still getting stuff that are not in, that's Queen Creek. Queen Creek. I just got some fancier Queen Creek kind of houses. All right. So these are Queen Creek. So this is working. Using the grid map will send you stuff in Paradise Valley or whatever really nice stuff that it can find, which won't necessarily help. Or they can click down here and see all the results. So right there, and I started a couple minutes late, a couple technical difficulties. In 20 minutes, I made a video and I made an entire blog. Granted, I would probably, if I was going to do this, I would spend 25 minutes and I would make my video a little bit, have a few more photos. But as it is right now, they can see this video. They got music. Turn it off so I don't have to hear the music, but nice music. It was free music. I'm not violating any YouTube rules. There's lots of ways to take music down from YouTube. If you're watching a video, you can actually take that whole song down in about 5 seconds now. But when you're using other people's music that you don't own, even if you give them credit, you know, at the bottom you say, you know, this video is by whoever and whoever, there's copyright issues and they're still going to probably take your video down. Using free music, either through Movie Maker or going to YouTube. Some of the YouTube music that you go to use, it will say you can use this for free, but you have to copy and paste the stuff below, and it just gives credit to the artist. You have to paste it in your description. So I type my description, I hit enter a couple times so it's below it, it separates so you can tell there's a separation. And I paste the the royalties. I have no problem giving them credit for their music. They're trying to make it. I get it. And that, I mean, that's pretty much how to do a full video blog. So now what this does for us is I'll test it the next couple days, and I encourage you guys to too. Start Googling single story Queen Creek homes for sale. That's kind of a big search term, so it might take me a little while to get to the front page of Google, but I will. Almost guarantee I will. Maybe it takes me a week, maybe it takes me 2 weeks. But blogs, when you have YouTube video in them, especially, probably by tomorrow, if you type in single story Queen Creek homes, 3-bedroom plus den, a little bit more specific, but it's still something somebody might search, my video will probably already come up. Because YouTube is a Google product. If they can find a video that's called exactly what you're looking for, they're going to link you to it. They want to keep you on their sites. A lot of people aren't going to watch your video. A lot of people are going to watch it for a few seconds. When you go back and you look at your video on here, so let's copy this and let's paste it in. So you come to your video and you're in here and you're like, well, I posted this video 2 months ago and it has 3 views. It's all right. I don't care if anybody watches my video. The point of the video isn't necessarily to get people to watch it. Maybe some will. It's really just that Google juice that you're using videos for. You want people to be able to find your blog and then click and get to your website because there was video in it. And I don't know the percentage that it increases it by, but we've literally had with neighborhood searches. Like if I were to do a villages blog on this house or around the Queen Creek school, if I were to post in, so Pickett Elementary in that neighborhood is continuously a top 10 in the state school for academics. I've talked to multiple people at the school who've actually moved to that neighborhood because of that school from other states. And so, when people find that, people might start searching, homes for sale in Pickett Elementary boundaries. Homes for sale in Francis Brandon Pickett Elementary School boundaries. People might, they type that in. Doing those kind of specific searches like that, either around the school or around a neighborhood. I've been on the first page of Google in like an hour, maybe the bottom of the first page, but then by the next morning being in like really the top 3 or top 4. And a lot of times I'm not only in the top 3 or top 4, but I've had oftentimes where my YouTube video is number 3 and my blog is number 4. So I have 2 things linking people back in the top 5. If you can be 2 of the top 5 in a number of different searches, a number of different communities, you're gonna get a lot of traffic. The other thing, I should have done in here, and I forgot, and I can go back and edit this to do it, but usually in here, I'm also going to go where I uploaded my video. Return to editing is down here, to see more about this home and other homes for sale in homes for sale in Queen Creek. Go to EAZ.com, and then this home is in the boundaries of Francis Brandon Pickett Elementary. For search terms, homes in the boundaries of Francis Pickett Elementary, and now I also have homes for sale in Queen Creek. These are more things that people might search and either find my video, or because this video is linked back to a blog, they may also find the blog because of search terms that are in YouTube. So that is videos in a blog, or blogging with video. That's pretty much what I got. I thank you guys for attending or watching the recorded version. Any questions about this or about anything else, please don't hesitate to reach out. We're here to help. Thank you guys, and have a great day.